Little Chief is a short film by the Sundance Filmmakers Lab, which was written and directed by Erica Tremblay. My name is Max Minch, and this is my presentation. Little Chief starts off with a scene of a woman stealing toilet paper, soap, and chocolate from a casino hotel's room cleaning cart. After she steals those items without being caught, she starts driving to her workplace, the Turkey Ford Elementary School. On her way over bumpy roads and puddles, she sees one of her students walking to class in short sleeves. This student's name is Bear. He mentions he was having hard times at home and his mother forgot to drive him. The teacher gives him a ride to school, where she instructs him to put the toilet paper in the bathroom while she gives the soap to the kitchen staff. There, the scene switches to the classroom, where they do a reading activity and Bear gets picked on. After lunch, while doing a beading activity, Bear gets bullied again. In frustration, he knocks his beads on the floor, and when instructed to pick them up, he runs away and out of the school. The teacher follows him, and when she catches up, they sit down and have a moment together. The teacher gives Bear a chocolate, and he reveals to her that his dad has been drinking again, and he hit his mother. The film then shows them sitting there in silence for a moment, and then the film ends. This film shows us the relationship between this teacher and her student, as well as some of the struggles of this reservation. First background, the first background information that you should know is about poverty. So in the first scene, this teacher was shown stealing items, and obviously there was a reason behind that she was stealing those items for her children and for the school. Native Americans are the most regulated demographic in the United States, as well as the most impoverished, and that is not a coincidence. Native Americans have a poverty rate of 26.2% compared to the 11.4% poverty rate that is national. The unemployment rate has averaged 6.2%, which is very low for the indigenous population. The main student in this film has issues with his father. These issues include his father being abusive towards his mother and his father having drinking issues. 7.1% of Native Americans will suffer from an alcohol abuse disorder. Only 5.4% of the US population will suffer from an alcohol abuse disorder. Another statistic that is skewed unfortunately for Native Americans is the percentage of women that will suffer from physical violence by an intimate partner. 8.6% of the indigenous women's population in the United States will suffer from that violence, while only 4.1% of the white population will. Erica Tremblay is the writer and director of this short film. She is from the Seneca Cayuga Nation, based in the northeastern corner of Oklahoma. She was born in 1980 and has worked in the media industry in both New York and Los Angeles. However, she has been more interested in discovering and sharing Indigenous stories. She has worked as an executive story editor on Reservation Dogs, which was her first television episode that she ever directed, excuse me. Working with Indigenous people helped her feel more connected to her Indigenous roots, despite living so far away geographically. She also especially missed, she says, her cultural events. That was really hard for her to miss. Because of some previous projects, Tremblay was invited to join the Sundance Institute's Native Filmmakers Lab. Through this Filmmakers Lab, she got the opportunity to write and direct Little Chief. She really enjoyed this opportunity and saw it as a way to invest in Indigenous peoples. Her mom taught at the featured elementary school, Turkey Ford, so she felt a personal connection to her mother as she was filming. Another cool little fact about this short film is that all of the students featured in the school are the actual students of Turkey Ford Elementary School in Oklahoma. One cool detail about this short film was the music selection. The music that was played sounded like a single instrument similar to a cello, and it played very slowly in a repeating pattern, very rhythmic. Another cool detail about this short film was that all of the students that were filmed were the actual students of Turkey Ford Elementary School. That really clearly shows the population of the school and what the kids are like. Short, short films are an efficient way to convey a point. They often show the message in many, sometimes subtle ways. For example, showing the poverty on the reservation was done in many scenes. The stealing in the beginning of the movie, the beaten up, broken roads that the teacher had to drive on, and Bear not having a jacket in the beginning of the film. Well, colonialism and the effects of colonialism are very clearly seen in this short film. Colonialism is taking full or partial political control over another country, occupying it and exploiting it economically. When reservations were made, the US government put regulations on many things. One of these biggest regulations was land ownership. Reservation owners were not allowed to sell their land, nor were they allowed to purchase any land to expand the reservation. One long-lasting effect of colonialism are the regulations that are still in place on Native American reservations. One massive regulation is energy production. Native American reservations sit on over $1 trillion worth of energy production sites. These sites are very highly regulated by the US government. For example, on non-tribal land, a company would need to pass 4 steps to begin production. However, on reservation land, there are 49 steps that need to be completed before production can start. Another regulation is that the government collects the payments from the already developed energy production companies and pay individual Native Americans royalties. However, multiple court cases have proven the government to be untrustworthy with these royalties, and the government has already paid over $3 billion due to these court cases. This short film has really shown the long-lasting effects of colonialism on Native Americans. Colonialism has led to poverty in these communities. Poverty is a major stressor. Stress can often lead to violent outbreaks, physically or verbally. Stress can also lead to alcohol-related problems or reliability. Long-lasting effects of colonialisms are clearly still affecting Native American populations to this day.